Okay, Appliance Bootcamp family and friends, YouTube family and friends. This is Mike Sneed coming to you all again. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. We're going to give YouTube a few minutes to actually notify people, let them know that we are live and that we are here. I want to thank everybody who have stopped in and actually came to the ice cream parlor, bought ice cream. I want to thank everybody who's purchasing the courses. I want to thank everybody for that actually just stopped by to say hi. Matter of fact, I got a guy that's in the studio with us today. He stopped in to buy some ice cream and he watches the show. So I invited him to come in and actually sit in with us on the show. So I'll bring him on in a few minutes. Today is going to be another technical Thursday with me setting up the ice cream parlor and actually all the other stuff I had going on. We kind of strayed away from the technical Thursday. So today I'm going to be telling you about something you can use called direct shipping. And direct shipping can allow you to actually save 1 to 3 hours out of your day. And this is something I do with my parts. I direct ship my parts. Prior to me doing this, I would actually go to the parts house every morning. And that would actually take 1 to 2 hours, sometimes even 3 hours for me to go there, drive to the parts house, order parts, sit there ordering parts, pick up parts, and then actually drive to my customer houses and stuff that I was going to be doing service calls with. What I started to do then, I started, like I said, I was spending 1 to 3 hours just ordering parts and picking up parts and going and sitting at the parts house. Whenever you go to the parts house, you're going to have people there. You're going to end up talking. You got to wait in line. It was just burning time. So what I started doing, I started actually just going online and ordering my parts. So I no longer go to the parts house to order parts. Unless I'm going to just swinging through there, I might pick something up just to stock on the truck. But all my parts that I'm going to order, I order them directly online. So whoever you buy your parts from, they have an online portal, and they want you to go to the online portal. Now, the people who work inside of the parts house, they want you to come to the counter because that's the way they keep a job. But the actual company themselves, they want you to go to the online portal. I like going to the online portal because I could do that in the afternoons after I had ran all my service calls. I could just, when I got home on my back deck or in the kitchen, in the living room, I could just order all my parts right there from the ease of my house and the comfort of my house. And I could order them and I would ship them instead of them getting shipped to me. I would ship them directly to the customer. And what happens, that allows me for me not to, especially if you're going to have subs, that keep you from having to actually go meet your subs and deliver parts. Also, what it does if you have subs, it's not mandatory that the person who actually went out there and diagnosed the problem have to actually go out there and fix the problem. Because whenever the part showed up at the customer house, I had the customer to actually call the office or they'll go online to our website and they would choose a time for us to come back and install the part. And if we had availability later on that day, whoever was the closest in that neighborhood, they would actually get that call and they would actually go install the part. And with my subs, it didn't matter because they were getting $50 regardless per stop. So if they went out there the first time, they got 50. If they went out there the second time, they got 50. It didn't matter. They're getting $50 for every stop they went to. So it didn't matter if they stayed with that actual service call. And also, it actually kept everybody honest because you never knew if you were going to be the one going back putting that part on. The other thing that it does, it allows you to get a tracking number. With that tracking number, I could actually, once I got the tracking number, I could actually email it to the customer so they can actually track their parts. The main thing, if you're going to do direct shipping like I was doing, you need to talk to the your part supplier, and tell them do not put the price on the receipts. They'll put a shipping receipt in there telling you what parts are in there, but they won't have any prices listed. You don't want them to put no prices on the receipts. And also what you need to do, you need to convey to your customers whenever they're going to schedule a service call, you need to tell them up front what your process is. You say, we come out, we evaluate your problem. If it's a fast moving part that we have on our truck, we'll go ahead and fix it. If it's something we have to order, we can have it within 2 to 3 days. You would need to pay half of the total cost of the repair up front, and then you pay the remainder when we come back. That way, the customer knows what to expect once you get there. You don't have problems with them not wanting to pay, want you to want to pay everything when you come. Now you don't run into that problem if you get those things up front before you even schedule. And because you require, and this is for people who's doing COD work. We got a lot of people now who transitioning over to COD work, and because you're charging blue book prices, if you collect half of the price of the total repair up front, that's usually enough money to cover your labor, to pay your subs, or money to go in your pocket and to cover the parts. So if the customer decide that once they get the part, some people say, what happened if the customer put the part on? I don't care. I done made enough money to pay the subs, put a little money in my pocket, and pay for the parts. If they want to put the parts on, that's them. If we go back out there, we still making more money. So I didn't mind if they wanted to put the part on. Same thing. They say, what happened if they open the part? Who cares? They open the part. I want to make sure the part is not broken. So they'll open it sometimes and look around. As long as no prices on the receipt, I'm fine. And also, it requires you not to have to meet your technicians. If you, especially if you got subs, you don't want to have to be meeting them or having them come and actually meet you to pick up parts. I want them to actually have the parts directly at their house when they get there. I don't have to worry about them transporting parts in their vans and breaking parts. I don't have to worry about them having a part on their truck. They being sick 1 or 2 days, and we can't get the part to go put on the customer appliance because it's in their van. All that, it eliminates all that stuff that used to happen logistic wise when we used to have a place where they used to come pick up the parts. It used to be at the supply house they would give you an actual a little cubby hole or a countertop so they'll put all your parts on. And my technicians used to go to the different part houses and actually go pick up their parts and stuff. And that eliminated them having to go there and wasting that time too. So I would just order the parts, ship them directly to the house. If they got there, if it was the wrong part or if the part was broken, and no problem. I could just have them print out. I could print out a receipt, returns receipt. They could just stop at any UPS store, drop it off, or FedEx store, drop it off, and they'll take it right back. And I didn't have to touch it. And that way I could operate my business from anywhere. And when you start having subs and stuff, you want to actually have it where you can operate your business anywhere. And it's best to start off that way than to start off where you touching everything and you the bottleneck, and then trying to back out of it. It's a lot harder to actually back out of it than it is to build it into your business. Right now with the ice cream parlor, I'm probably in the ice cream parlor at most maybe 45 minutes to an hour every day, and I'm going to actually make that less and less. Matter of fact, I'm going to test it out. I can step away from it right now. I'm going to test it out in about 2 weeks. I'm going to actually take a vacation. The people who work in an ice cream parlor, they're not going to know it, but I'm going to actually step away for a little bit on a vacation and just see if how it runs and make sure everything is okay. But yeah, you want to actually build that into your companies. Right now, I'm bringing in, bring up one of our fellow followers. He lives not too far from here. That's the thing I'm telling you all too. Being on the YouTube and having a place where everybody's open door, everybody can come here. So if I'm doing something crazy and was trying to do something, take somebody out of their money and stuff, they'll be here looking for me because I'm always open. They know where they can find me. But he actually runs an actual moving company, and he actually has subs too. And I'm just gonna bring him up and actually ask him how he actually able to actually run his subs and stuff, and tell a little bit about his business and just what he does, where he's actually can step away and actually have his subs and his business run while he's away for 1 or 2 days and come back. So I'll let you come on up. I know you as the sheriff from Wake Forest, but I'll actually get us both in. I'll let you introduce yourself. All right, go ahead.
Yes, my name is Gerard Farmer, and yeah, I'm from the Wake Forest area. Just happened to be an area I was wanting to try this ice cream. and Boston got some walnut ice cream,
Mm-hmm.
and it's really, really good. So basically, I'm semi-retired law enforcement, military vet, and I decided to go into business for myself and start my own company, moving delivery company. And basically, I started it with, believe it or not, I just started with $10 Vistaprint cards, and all I did was go from place to place and just told them who I am, what I'm looking to do, and I'm willing to serve any customer. And a lot of times, people, even if you have a good presentation, if you just kind of just go out and just just be confident and just tell people what you're doing, people will give you a chance, and you serve people with excellence. And that's what I did. And I've owned my business for about 14 years now.
Mm-hmm.
And as a matter of fact, I was doing that while I was a police officer at the same time.
Yeah,
because most police officers, firefighters, they all have side jobs,
right.
Because you don't make a lot of money in law enforcement. So, but basically, what I do now is I still own and operate the business. And part of what I do is, now I send my guys out and I give them a checklist of things to do. So that way I'm not in the business, and what I do a lot of times, I'll send them out and I train them to a certain standard. And I always tell them this, that, the standard is not going to have to come down to you. You're going to have to come up to the standard, and you're going to have to trust your guys at some point, which I know is always a challenge to do because we're always taught that nobody's going to treat your own business like you. And, but I've had to send my guys out and I'll tell them, hey, once you get there, do A, B, C, D, E. And if there's a problem, give me a call. Now, sometimes I send them off, and sometimes I actually go there and do the work also with them, only because I like to stay physical and also like to kind of just see what's going on, just make sure that the customer is actually being served with excellence. And to me, that's one of the most important. Competence is very important in your job, but also serving your customer with excellence is just as equally important. And that has served me well over the years, where I don't have to go into a job every single day. I don't have to, micromanage my guys. I just send them out, they do the job. But if they don't cut the mustard, then I have to go ahead and really move forward with somebody else, because you have to have somebody who you can trust, someone who's competent and who's going to serve the customers with excellence. And that has built because my brand, my personality, and the level of service that I give to my customers, that really means a lot to all my customers. And I serve high-end customers, so I just don't, like, case in point, yesterday, I do a lot of deliveries for high-end Bassett companies and things of that sort, where people are buying $3,000 sets minimum. So went into a home yesterday, and I was with the customer, and I sent the guy in. He didn't know exactly what to do, and I had to kind of just coach him along, because I have a pool of people, and when I have a pool of people, because sometimes people don't show up. I know that's surprising, but sometimes employees can tend to be unreliable. They got different situations. They're sick, got to take care of the kids or whatever. So sometimes I have to step in, and I don't mind stepping in, because, like I said, it gives me a chance to see what's going on operationally. But basically, the goal in any business is to have a system, and there's an acronym for that: save yourself some time, effort, and money.
Oh, I never knew that. I'm gonna write that down. That's good for system.
Yeah, save yourself some time, effort, and money. And so, anytime you have a system in place, then that's what you should be able to do. You should be able to save yourself some of that, time, effort, and money, because really, those are your most valuable resources. Of course, time and your effort, which is going to all that's combined into your money. So basically, like I said, I've always been able to work with people, and that's the key too. If I had to say that, even if you're not competent, if you are able to work with people and have excellent people skills, a lot of times when you make mistakes out here in the field, people will forgive a lot of stuff that you do, because nobody knows everything, and people understand that. But what I have seen so many times, believe it or not, I see people fighting on the job and things of that sort. I haven't had that, but I've heard stories from customers. So just if you're able to, Yeah, you need to do your job. But to me, I personally, what has made me successful, where I don't have to work another day in my life if I don't want to. It's because of systems that I set in place. And how do you create that system? You got to sit down, ask yourself right now, if you're the manager or the owner of your own business, ask yourself, okay, what exactly am I doing right now, and how do I want it done? You set that standard right then and there. Even though they may not always follow what it is that you give them to do, you at least set the standard, and you're going to have checks and balances, because you're going to call the customer. Here's something for you.
Go ahead.
That has really helped me out tremendously. And like I said, I made $600 yesterday in like 2 hours. Now that's $600 is not a lot of money, but to some people that could be a day's work. Now, and what I do, and people always remember this too. People always, even though you do a great job, yes, but people always remember how you made them feel. And what I do with every single customer, even when the guys are completed the job, I always go back to the customer and I'll say, hey, could you give me some feedback? How would you rate us from a scale from 1 to 10? Okay, 10 being, excellent, 1 being, the worst. And any feedback, anything that we could do better, and see, now don't ask the question if you don't want the answer.
Right.
But to me, feedback is the breakfast of champions. It's very important that you get feedback. That also works in marriages and relationships too. A lot of times, see, if you know you're doing a good job, see, you can talk the talk and walk the walk. Like I tell all my customers, I am not the cheapest provider that you can find, and I will never be. But I say I'm very expensive, as a matter of fact, but you're worth it, and that's what I tell them. I tell them I'm expensive, but you're worth it. But see, not only do I talk the talk, I'm able to raise that up, because when you talk yourself up, you got to perform. You got to deliver. So sometimes you may even just have to just put yourself out there and just say, you know what, hey, if a company, here's something to ask yourself. Why should a company choose you? Ask yourself that. Matter of fact, you should ask yourself that and answer the question before you go see your next customer. Because that's another thing that has helped me tremendously. I already know, if you wake me up at 3 o'clock in the morning and ask me, okay, well, yeah, anybody can find 2 guys in a truck or a mover or deliver something, but what makes you different? How are you unique? See, because my goal, I turn down people every single day. I can't do something for like, $100 an hour. That's just not worth my time. If you're used to getting paid $300 an hour, a lot of attorneys don't even get paid that kind of money. But if you're getting paid that, when you get to $100, then yeah, that's really peanuts. But I'm saying that for a reason. If you know your worth and your level of service that you perform to people, and you can deliver that, and you can deliver that, charge what you're worth. As a matter of fact, a lot of times people, when you charge more, people perceive that value. And they're like, okay, well, if he's charging $300 an hour, then wow, I want to see this. And then that's when it's game time for you, because people are always looking. They may not always tell you, but they watching everything you do. So everything you do speaks. Everything you do, from the time you get out of your truck to the time that you get into that customer's home, everything you do speaks. And what I would suggest, because like I said, this is work. Now, these are little practical things, but sometimes it's the little things that we don't do that really snap up people. Now, this is something that I have done, and I have done very well in. I serve a lot of multi-millionaire clients also. A quick scenario. I moved this guy about 3 years ago, and he remembered me because of the level of service I gave him 3 years ago. He couldn't find me. He lost my card. Matter of fact, I don't market anywhere. I forgot to tell you.
You don't do no marketing.
I don't do no marketing. I
all word of mouth.
All word of mouth.
Okay.
But see, because if you call me, my level of service is so high. I set the bar so high that when I get done performing my level of service, you're like, wow, not only is there something different about, not only does he have a great personality, but also his competency along with the job is superior, basically. And that's what I tell people. I give superior service. But when you talk like that, you have to act like that. But see, I'm always constantly challenging myself. And like I said, it has always worked for me. So I would encourage all of you all to rise to the occasion, charge even more. If you charge, $85 an hour, well, $100 an hour, whatever you all charge sometimes you got to just jump out the boat and charge a ridiculous amount, like, I don't know, 150 an hour. But once you charge $150 an hour, be able to tell them why you were charging that. Because when I have customers come to me and they say, okay, well, 2 men in a truck is $80 an hour. And I say, well, I'm gonna be honest with you, I charge 3 times that amount. Oh, well, can you tell me why? And then I tell them why. I say, well, first of all, I say, you're busy and I'm busy in life. But one thing about me, I do what I say I'm going to do, when I say I'm going to do it, and how I say I'm going to do it. If you look a person in the eye and say that, automatically you're going to think, okay, wait a minute, there's something different about this person, because nobody's really talking like that. Nobody's really having that confidence where they're saying that, you know, hey, they're putting themselves out the boat. You're really pushing yourself to a different level, and you're challenging yourself to meet that expectation. So those are sometimes it's just, like I said, it's the little things in life that we overlook, that we don't do, that really trip us up. But people are always watching. And like I said, if I had to give anyone one key piece of advice, serve people with excellence, even when you make a mistake. Like I said, it has yielded me so many dividends. Matter of fact, just 2 hours ago, I got a call from my owner, and I just gave her a card about 2 weeks ago. And she said, hey, I remember you. You know, I'm the owner of this, you know, company, you know, furniture company, and we've been in business a long time. Matter of fact, they're the highest end furniture company in all of Raleigh, where they sell furniture minimum $5,000. So my point is that she want to see me tomorrow. So there's extra money, and of course my deliveries are going to be $400 or $500 minimum. So I'm saying that to say that, hey, and of course I make a whole lot more money doing this than in law enforcement. Right. You know, I kind of wanted to get into your deal, you know, a little bit, you know. But if you're kind of used to making $300 an hour,
don't do it. I like what you said as far as going and actually mentoring and bringing your knowledge to YouTube. I think that's excellent. But yeah, if you're making $300, he's making over 300. Keep doing that. Keep doing that, because that is wonderful. And what you said is Zach, where you said whatever you're gonna do, explain that to the customer first and follow through with it. And I found out if you do that, it makes it a lot better, and there's no misunderstanding. I've had some people tell me, well, what if the customer, like, they want to get half the price up front, and when they get there and the customer saying, well, I don't want to pay you up front, I want to pay you once the job is done. And I'm telling them, what did you explain to them prior to you accepting that service call, how it works? But no, but that's the reason why, because when you, like you said, explain to them exactly how you operate and what's going to get done, then there's no surprises when you go ask for your money, or when you get ready to get paid. There's going to be no surprises, and everybody will be happy. But that is wonderful, man. That is really wonderful.
Can I add something to that?
Go ahead, add all you want.
And that is so key. Even if you don't know everything, customers, just like you do, want communication. All somebody wants you to do is communicate. Because when you communicate, that usually brings clarity. If you let the person know, hey, this is what I'm going to do, and this is what I can't do. You know, I have a lot of customers ask me, hey, do you take Cash App? You know, no, I don't. I take cash only. Do you take checks? No. Well, why not? Well, I've had a bad experience, and I prefer not to go that way. I like to pay my guys, you know, right then and there. But the thing is that people just like to be communicated with. You said something, I think I was watching something you said on YouTube, probably, I don't know, it's probably been about maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago, but you said a lot of people don't even answer their phone.
Yeah, they
all
don't.
You got to do.
They answer your phone, you have all the work you want.
Yeah, because the money's out there everywhere. Just answer your phone. And I understand sometimes it can get overwhelming, but people, believe it or not, statistically speaking, and even scientifically, people mentally, they actually base your level of service and your quality by how you respond to them. Think about it. Whenever you call somebody, even in your personal life, if they get back to you 2 or 3 days later, what do you think? Well, by and large, you might think, okay, well, if it's something you need from them, you would, and they get back to you 2 or 3 days later, even though it could have been a logical reason, but you still, in the back of your mind, you might think, wow, well, why did they give me a call? So, well, your customer is constantly raising the bar. Whatever you're doing right now is still not enough. Even if you answer the phone, that's still not enough. You need to constantly be raising the bar in your own business, because the customers constantly raising the level of their expectation. So all I can say is that it has really yielded me a lot. As a matter of fact, I kind of wanted to do, I guess at some point, I want to do some sort of a training where I could just, how sometimes, you've been working in the business and you really don't, it's kind of like, you can't see the picture because you're in the frame.
Right.
So basically, I have all this knowledge, but don't exactly, because it's like second nature to me. But when I get to talking to people, it's like people say, man, you ought to do something with that.
Hey, I know you're talking about. People tell me that too, because the stuff that I'm doing here, I like just what you said, the appliance boot camp, even just the day-to-day running the business, we kind of get locked in a box and we think everybody knows it.
Right.
Because I'm the same way. I said, I thought everybody know that. I didn't think I was doing nothing special. And that's probably what your friends are saying. Wait, man, you got all this knowledge. And you say, man, ain't nothing special.
Right. Because, and like I said, I didn't start off at $300 an hour, by the way, but that's my minimum now, because I set that. That's what I'm used to getting. I started out at $100 an hour, but that was like 14 years ago.
Right.
But 14 years ago, $100 an hour was a lot of money. But I always looked at myself as, okay, I already knew I was going to give a premium product. So I was going to charge a premium price. So, but if you don't think you're worth that, then don't charge it. But that's not what we're talking about, because we believe in ourselves. And if nobody else should be your number one cheerleader, it should be you. You should be able to charge whatever you believe you're worth, because essentially that's what you're doing. So right now, I'm telling you this flat-footed. If you're charging $85 an hour or $25 an hour, whatever you're charging customers right now, that's what you believe your worth is. So I would encourage you to raise your value, raise the expectation in yourself, and raise your price. And not tomorrow, raise it immediately, but make sure you deliver on that. Because think about this also, if you're used to getting, say, $100 an hour, and you all of a sudden raise it to $200, you need to be able to justify that. Now, only you can justify and deliver what it is you're offering, but you're going to have to be able to do that. And that really helps you out too, because if you double your pay, then you already know, hey, I need to get my rear in gear, because if I'm charging this kind of money, hey, I need to be able to deliver, because people gonna know if you're a fake and a fraud in a minute. Just like me sitting here talking to you right now, you can tell whether or not somebody, is the real deal or not. Because people can't just, because if I couldn't just sit here and just talk, I'd be like, no. But all I can say is that my goal is to invest in a business where it will continuously return money to me, where I don't have to, like I said, I don't have to go out right now. But I'm looking to invest in some money. As a matter of fact, I was looking at some buildings down here. That's another reason why I was here. Because I was looking at some, I wanted to buy a couple of properties, maybe like across the street. And who knows, I might even buy you out.
There you go. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for somebody. I got ice cream parlor right there for you.
But the goal is to invest your money and let your money work for you. So that way you don't have to work for it. So save yourself money, the system is save yourself some money, some time, and some effort.
There you go.
So, but like I said, it has helped me out tremendously.
That is wonderful. And like I say, real entrepreneurs that's doing it every day, they coming to you and they're telling you exactly how it's done. And because we're both in the service business, a lot of the stuff that he would do in his business, we would see it in our business also, with the customer service and interacting with the customers. That's just great, man. I'm just appreciate it, and I'm thankful that you stopped in and actually stayed in with us. I'm gonna read a little bit of what we got going on in the chat, and then after that, I'm gonna get out of here. Like I say, they're gonna be closing up at the ice cream parlor in a few minutes, and I need to go there and kind of help them just get an eye on those couple of high school kids. But that's like I say, that's just wonderful. All right. Hey, how you doing, T Finesse? All right. Mario Goodson. Hey, how you doing? Engineered Appliance Repair. Hey, Cody CX. How you doing? Perry Jones. Picture Man. Good evening, Mike and ABC Found. Yep, I'm good. Because we don't read. Hey, how you doing? All right. T Finesse. Facts. Since you told us you shipped them to the customers, I've been doing it ever since. Yeah, I do that. That's one of the best things I've done with shipping the parts directly to the customer. Hey, how you doing, Okafor? Mario Goodson, question, Mike. I'm scheduled to come to the ABC on August 15th class. Is it okay for my wife to come to the Sunday, listen to the business side? Yeah, I would love her to come listen to the business side on Sunday. I would love for her to come. All right, Kevin Roberts, what's up, mentor Mike and ABC family? Hey, all right, Jay Real. All right, hey, how you doing, Brian Clark? Keen K, there you go. Joseph Daniels, hey, how you doing? Mike Starks, hey, how you doing? Greg B, what's up, ABC fam? Just got done diagnosing a front load LG washer, wasn't turning on at all. I had a bad circuit board. Oh, okay. Okafor. So if the customer installs the part, that means you won't get paid for the parts installation work. Yeah, I don't care. I already got paid for what I've done the first time. And a lot of times we're so booked up. If they're gonna do that, that's fine. If they're gonna install the part, we already got paid, and I made my money off the front, and the technician that made his money, and they paid for the part. All right, Melvin Ware. Hey, Mike, do you want to sell some leads in Charlotte, North Carolina? No, right now I do not. I want to sell any leads in Charlotte, North Carolina. I have another sub that might be coming back for a little bit with me. He's making a transition, so he might be coming for me for a little bit at the end of the month. But after that, I don't think I have any other subs after that. Engineered appliance repair. I have a lady with a Samsung tried to do her own heating element and messed up the screw. Yeah, now if they break something and when they try to do the install of the part, we're not responsible for that. We don't put no warranty on that. We'll come back and fix it. Bright appliance repair. Hey, how you doing? DW. Hey, Mike. Which has the better healthcare package membership, USA or MS, US, UASA or MSA? I don't know. I just purchased the one for UASA. Mine is going to cost me right at about $800 per month. That's for myself and my wife and three kids, and that's with dental and a low deductible. So it's cheaper than what I was paying for. Well, I won't paying. It was cheaper than what the other I was getting through my contracts. It was cheaper than that, and it was cheaper than what I saw anywhere else. It seemed to be pretty good. All right. Engineered appliance repair. You'll still get work. Not everyone is engineered appliance repair. You'll still get work. Not everyone is mechanically inclined. They must have some networking going on. Marvin Ware. How do you run your calls and get parts and do the other jobs the next day on time? Um, right now I don't run calls. I got service uniform on right now. I was actually recording some videos, but I don't run service calls right now. But if I was running service calls, like I've done it in the past where I was running service calls and I had to get parts and do the jobs and all that stuff. You just have to set out a certain amount of time, a certain time of the day, and you have to do that every day. You got to be religious on what you do every day. So I will wake up at 5 o'clock. From 5 until like 6:37, I will order all the parts, get all the work orders put into the CRM. I would leave out at 7. From 7 to up until about 9. If I needed to actually go, I would from 7 to 9. I would actually go to the actual warehouse, and I'll see the stuff getting on the trucks, making sure all the trucks was correct, making sure all those subs had everything that they needed. A lot of times, the delivery crews that I had, they were a little bit harder to deal with than my actual repair subs. The repair subs, they were actually a little bit more polished. But my delivery people, I had to actually go see who weren't going to make it on the truck, and they wouldn't tell you till the last minute. Or they would, the delivery crews, sometimes they would try to pull stuff off and move it to the next day. So I would actually go check on them from time to time. And then from there, I would just run my service calls. My calls would be 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. Then I would have a 1, 2, and a 3. And then when I got done with my calls that day, I would come home and I would whatchamacall from, I think my time then from 5 until 8 or 5 until 9. That was me to spend time with my family. I would eat dinner, help with homework, talk to my wife, this and that. At 9 o'clock, the kids was going to bed. My wife was getting ready to go to bed. And then from like 9 to like 12, I would stay up and I would research the work orders for the next day, put any tech sheets that needed to go to the tech sheets for any service calls that the technicians will be doing the next day. I would attach it to their work orders and stuff, just doing that stuff. And that's how my day used to run. You have to do that every day. You have to have a schedule of what you're going to do every day, and you have to follow that schedule. You can't just be shotgunning it. You have to say every day, this is what I'm going to do, and you have to do it at that time. And if you only got times, if you got times at 10, 11, 1, 2, and 3, do not be trying to squeeze somebody in between stops and all that. You just have to tell them this is my next day. You have to stay on your time schedule. Because as soon as you start trying to squeeze somebody in on a stop or trying to go back someplace else that you don't have available, then you're gonna get in trouble. Now, I used to leave. I do 10, 11. That 12 o'clock, I would leave that free in case I had an emergency. I would put that emergency. I would run that emergency at 12, but I wouldn't double book or overbook. Don't do that because you're gonna get in trouble. Okay, all right. They got some networking going on. Okay, T Finesse said one. You was military too, right? Yes, sir. Yeah, so one thing you'll learn from the military SOPs. All right. Hey, how you doing, DCNF Appliance? Hey, Shaman05. Hey, how you doing? Oh yeah, they say you coming with some real game. There we go. George Walken. Hey, Mike, ABC fam. Mike, is 15,000 including the ice cream machine in the startup cost for the business, or do you need additional money? What is the cost of the machine? The machine that I have is what is it? I paid 9,500. If you bought it brand new, it's 11,500. So yeah, that will be including the cost of your machine. If you're but that would be you renting out a place. If you're gonna be doing it yourself, for I'm taking you're talking about the ice cream parlor. So yeah, you could actually do an ice cream parlor for between 13 to 15,000. If you was renting it out, you wouldn't be able to do it like I'm doing it, where I remodel and pay for a building. All right, they got some networking going on. Okay. T Finesse, I get calls all the time, and people tell me the other guy told him his charge is $60 for drive-ins. Well, man, when he doesn't show up or scratches your floor, I'll be there at 125. No doubt, no doubt. Donnie Madden, hey, how you doing? Jay Real, how you doing? Good talk. Okay, you got somebody say they just lifted the bar. DCNL say he just lifted the bar. Okay. Hey, how you doing, Quentin Hodge? Okay, for Mike, do you suggest Marcone's website or your local parts shop website if they have one? Either one. I use Marcone. That's who I use. I use my local. Whoever got the part. You have 2 or 3 of them. Whoever got the part, that's who you ordered from. The Golden Rule Appliance Repair. Customer service is so bad. A customer asks if you can fix it or not. Yeah, if you can fix it or not, please just let me know. She has experienced such bad customer service that she is desperate for quality service. Yeah, that's everybody. That's everybody. Like I said, if you be surprised, just call and try to get somebody to come fix your gutter or fix your air conditioning unit. Just do it tomorrow and see how many places you call and people tell you, I'll call you back. I don't know when I'm coming, or they'll just only answer the phone. All right. Fix it. Mike, got 5 Lowe's stores for installation, and the service calls are CO. Okay. Okay, man, that's good. Way to go, Fix. Mike Starks. Watched the seal system videos last night. Where might be the place to get EPA certified? Go to your local HVAC parts house. They usually have a place where you can take the test right there. All right. Fix said, Mike, business is nonstop. Okay. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy around here. Like I say, it's just we booked out two weeks always. Always right now we booked out 2 weeks. Them 10 to 3 work hours are so beautiful. Yeah, they are. They are. Odin Bailey. Where is the call-in number? I don't have a call-in number tonight. Tonight's not a call-in number tonight. Tonight's just talking, and I'm gonna read what's in the actual chat, and then we go. Call in is on Monday. Engineered appliance repair, mainstream engineering. Okay, they got that going on. Norfolk Marketplace appliance repair. Is there some kind of software that you use for receipts, or is it a standard sheet that I can find? If you use Square, you can send a receipt right through Square. Just use Square. If they pay you cash or check, you can send them a receipt right there with Square, and you can collect credit cards and stuff with it. I'm telling you, Square has really changed the game. At the ice cream parlor, I have their little self sustained POS system. That thing is good. It keep up with the cash register. It gives you so many reports. It's crazy. And it's just good. It's good. Marvin Ware, Mike having trouble getting CODs. How long you been doing appliance repair? Marvin Ware. Olden, New York is New York is winning. Okay. Mike Stacks. Thanks, Mike's engineer. Okay, that's good. Yeah. Marvin Ware, how long you been doing service repairs? Um, because if you start off doing third party warranty first, and then make your transition, if once you start doing third party warranty, during that time you're not going to make as much money, but you'll be learning the trade. But also you be getting your name out there. And what happened, just the sheer thing of you actually repairing appliances and you people seeing you repair appliances and you giving good customer service, they're gonna start telling people, and that automatically itself gonna push you out there where you're gonna actually have enough COD work. So that's mainly what's happened to the guys now. It's just the fact that word of mouth and they go to somebody's house and do a good job. Next thing you know, somebody got maybe 200 or 300 rental properties, and they pull them on, and then somebody else pull them. Next thing you know, they just got so much COD work. Ben Nash, what software do you use for booking your appointments? I use Appointment Quest. If you took the appliance boot camp, I actually have it in the course. I use Appointment Quest for actually booking my for customers to book appointments, and I have it linked directly to my website also, so customers can go directly to my website and actually schedule. And I like that a lot better. And that way, I don't have to have as many people actually calling me all the time, because my customers now have been trained. They know to just go online and actually schedule their own service call. Marvin Ware, okay, thanks. Uh, uh, I don't know what that is. Thanks, BIB was going to get Google ads. Yeah, if you just starting out, uh, uh, okay, Ben Nash. Yeah, go back and look at the online. I'll show you how to actually what I use to actually schedule my appointments. Marvin Ware, if you just starting out doing appliance repair, don't go spending money on ads yet. You don't know how much you haven't done the work yet to know how much you can actually afford to pay per ad. Also, if you haven't got your cash flow up, you don't want to be taking money now and actually going out running ads that you don't know work. Most of the time, before I actually put money behind an ad, uh, on my online appointment quest, where people can actually schedule my appointment, they have to put their email address. So what I would do, I would actually from their email address, I would actually write up different ads, and I would email them out to my old customers. And then once I saw I had enough people going in and subscribing and buying those ads, I knew then that I had an ad that would work. And then I would take that ad and go put money behind it. You don't want to be trying to qualify ad with money behind it. You want to, when you start spending money for something, you want that ad to work. You want to make sure you have a sales funnel or a sales vortex that when they call, when you spend the money and somebody call that number, you need to be ready to convert them into a paying customer. And you gotta have everything in place. Somebody ready to answer the phone, everything to convert them over. You don't want to just be spending money. All right. Ben Nash say just got approved for Old Republic. Okay, that's good. Olden Bailey. New York City, the Union State is winning me, and Jeffrey is about to turn this market upside down. There you go. is winning. Me and Jeffrey is about to turn this market upside down. Way to go. All right. A9 Dr. Fong. Mike, how do you find subs? Do you train them or did they have experience? Nah. I have never gotten an experienced technician. Everybody I got, I trained them, and I trained them just like I trained you all in appliance boot camp. That's how I trained them, and it worked. Most of the time, I would go out if I went and got get my oil change or something, or if I went out to eat and I met a young man that had good customer service skills. Now you could tell somebody, you can find them and say, man, that guy worked good in my company with my customers, and I would actually pick those guys up, telling them, especially those guys who working at Jiffy Lube and places changing oil. They know how to use hand tools. They're not afraid to get dirty, and you're gonna take them out of that hot, oily environment, and you say, hey, I'm gonna put you in your own vehicle. I'm gonna let you run your own service calls. I'm gonna teach you an actual skill trade. And I always told them that I was gonna show them how to start their own business. So eventually they will actually work for me for about a month or so until they learn the trade. And then I will actually then put them on where I actually sub them calls, and they'll go get their own calls. And then some of them just got to the point where they just didn't want to do the paperwork and the back end work. And they'd rather just get the calls from me. So that's the way I've done it. All right. But you have to build text. Now my nephews and them, I sent them to Fred's Appliance University because they were coming straight out of high school. If you get a young guy right out of high school, they're gonna have what we call wanderlust. Everybody else in their class is going away to college and stuff, and their parents want to see them move and go away to college just like everybody else. So they don't feel like they're not doing anything until they actually left and went out and went to school someplace. So Fred's Appliance University was great for them because that actually got them to leave this little small town of Stovall, North Carolina, go over towards like Cleveland, Ohio for like a month. They stay in a dorm room. Their parents can say they left. They can say they left. The parents can drop them off and cry, come back, and then they come back. Now they don't have that wanderlust feeling like they need to go off someplace. Now they're ready to listen, and they'll work good for you. But that was just my nephews that I done that for. But now with grown men, the grown men I got and put them into subs and stuff like that. That wasn't no wanderlust. That I need to pay the bills. That was hey, I got laid off from my job. I bought a new house. I got to make my mortgage payment in the next 30 days. What can you do to help me? And with that, it was just let's get to work. And with them, they were motivated, and just like you all come and they saw the reward of it. Hey, they just kept running with it. And it doesn't take long. See, it didn't take you all to learn either. So if you get a sub, just make this just say, okay, 1 week you just put them on dishwashers. That's what I used to do. First thing you're gonna do is dishwasher. Let them look at the videos from Appliance Boot Camp. If you came to Appliance Boot Camp, let them look at the videos for dishwashers, and that's all you let him do for a week or two. Number dishwashers. Then the next day, move them to the ranges. That's another something easy. Then move them to the dryers, and then move them to the washers, and then end up with the refrigerators. You gotta give it all at one time. Yo, hey, how you doing, Slick? Patrick Young, what's good? All right. Marvin Ware, okay, good stuff. Thanks, my bro. All right, you welcome. Patrick Young, Mike, going on my first service call tomorrow. Okay, way to go. I got G refrigerator in the morning in Albany, Georgia. Okay, congratulations, man. Engineered appliance repair. That's my only gripe about appliance repair. Every washroom I've walked in was small and hot. Yeah. Okay. Okay, for Mike, I was looking at the seal system course under the refrigeration section. Where do you list the detailed breakdown of what you should charge third-party warranty companies and COD companies for seal system work? COD companies, you're going to be charging them according to the Blue Book. Third-party warranty companies, I told you with that, you charge 850. You charge 850 and then have them supply the parts. Julius Williams, hey, what's good, everyone? Greg B, what's up? Okay. T Finesse. Okay, DC now say he the beast on the fridge game now. Okay. Okafor say maybe he's missing something. Yeah, okay. What they do, Slick? They talking Slick. When is the next class? The next class is August the 15th and August 15th, 16th, 22nd, and 23rd. But those already are booked out. I'm not adding any more classes until the governor tells us if we can move to the next phase. Now they're saying that the COVID-19 is ramping back up. They're actually shutting down some cities. They're making you do like quarantine for 14 days. So I don't want that to happen. I want y'all to buy y'all ticket and get here, and they're gonna quarantine you and all that. So I'm gonna wait till the governor make their announcement. Okay. Appliance flipper. Looking to partner up in Cali, LA County, ABC Lum, only contact me. Okay, there you go. Yeah, I ain't gonna answer. I see DCNF. Yeah, they get the course and answer the questions. Yeah. Mike Starks, you charge $850 for compressor replacement, or anytime you touch the anytime, because you don't know what it's gonna be when you go into the seal system. It's $850. If I have to replace a compressor, or if I find out the evaporator has a leak and I got to replace the evaporator, it's gonna be $850 plus the parts. They're gonna send the parts. So if I got to open up the seal system, it's gonna be $850. Whoever part is bad. If the compressor is bad, if the filter dryer stopped up, it's gonna be $850 plus the and then they send me the parts. If it's a COD customer, I'm gonna go by the blue book. I'm gonna tell them what the worst case scenario is. If it's a compressor, if it's an evaporator, and we'll base it upon that. They'll pay half up front. Um, I'll go in, open it up, and find out what's wrong, and then from there they'll make the decision of what they're gonna repair it. All right. Creative connection. Hey Mike, when there is more than one appliance in the house, do you charge per hour or per? No, you still charge per appliance. You don't. If you're doing third party warranty calls, you're gonna charge each one of them an hour and a half. So if you go there and they got a dishwasher and they got a refrigerator, you go out there to diagnose for a third party warranty company. You're gonna charge them an hour and a half for the dishwasher. You're gonna charge them an hour and a half for the refrigerator. To diagnose. To go put the part on, you're gonna charge them an hour and a half for the dishwasher, an hour and a half for the refrigerator. Same thing when you go to a COD customer house and they got a dishwasher and they got a refrigerator. Same thing. I'm gonna charge them $85 to tell them what's wrong with that dishwasher, and then I'll charge them $85 tell them what's wrong with the refrigerator. Whatever the cost is, they pay half up front for the dishwasher, pay half up front for the refrigerator. Because otherwise, if you start trying to divvy up stuff, you'll do like some of them do now. They have five, they call you and they got five appliances there they want you to look at. And if I'm good, I'm not going to charge no per hour because I'm going to hopefully not be there an hour. The better you get, the quicker you're going to go. So if you charge them about an hour, you actually cheating yourself. Great big Mike, I was watching an old video of you and JT. You had a truck drop off. You had a truck drop off appliance, and you would fix them before they come back to get them. How do you get that type of work? Oh, okay. That's with the rent to own companies. The rent to own companies, they if you go to like Aaron's or Rent a Center, they can you can get a contract to actually fix their appliances, and they you need to have a place for them to drop them off at. You fix them, and then they whatchamacall, they come back and pick them up. They used to allow you to go to people's houses. I'm almost positive now with the COVID and stuff, they're not gonna allow you going in nobody's house. They're gonna want you fixing them at that a location, and that's why I got the location because we were fixing them at people's houses, and then I got the location for them to actually drop it off. And that's what the high school kids were doing. That's what I had the high school kids doing. That's what morphed into the appliance boot camp. After that first boot camp, I said, forget about that rent to own. I'm going to do the appliance boot camp. And I just focus all my energy here to appliance boot camp. Okay. Bianca Griffin, when working with third-party warranty companies, do you have a choice in the appliances you repair, or is it just take everything? You're doing third-party warranty, you're gonna be like a catfish. Whatever falls down, you eat it. Just don't be choosy. You want to learn how to fix appliances. When you're doing third-party warranty, you're there training. That's your on-the-job training. So you want to get as much training you can on their dime. And third-party warranties, not only do they protect you, but they protect the customer from you. So if you misdiagnose something, no problem. Just call the third-party warranty. They'll send you another part. It don't cost the customer any more money. It don't cost you any more money. All right. All right, T Finesse. Even third party warranty, I charge per appliance. I haven't had any kickback. No, they ain't gonna kick you none back. That's good. T okay. Greg B, I gotta work on not living people houses with yeah, you don't want to be leaving people houses with screws in your pocket. You want to make sure you put the screws back. And if you this is something I saw that what's called used to do a lot. Oliver, when he first started working with me, he would take a piece of cardboard and he'll kind of draw out like the diagram, like if he was working on a dishwasher, he'll take a piece of cardboard and kind of draw out the diagram of the dishwasher. And as he take the screws out, he'll put them in those different spots so he'll know where they need to go back on the dishwasher. And I thought that was pretty good. But as you start to do it, believe it or not, the more you start to remove stuff and put it back together, it just become natural to put them where they go. Robert Wells, hey ABC fam, besides American Home Shield, what other warranty company pays quicker than almost all of them pay quicker than 30 days now if you give them a discount. Some of them pay same day. We in the technology we have now, almost everybody that's worth anything going to pay within a week or so. Engineer appliance repair. Left. I always have one extra screw in the dish when working on Samsung. Okay. Top authority. Hey Mike, what is your email to get a hold of you? You can send it here if you want to send me something on email. All right. You can send it there. All right. And also, if I love talking to you all, but right now we're getting close to about 6, 7. I think it might be over 700 people in Appliance Boot Camp. If you're calling and you want to talk, I don't mind talking. I love to talk, but I need to keep the airways a little open for people who are having some issues. So if you if you got something you want to share, good news and stuff like that, email me. That'd be better if you can email it to me. I like that. Then I can share it with other people also. I need to keep the airways open a little bit, and that might be my son coming in. They close. Okay, yeah, that's my son. Yeah, they're closing up the ice cream parlor. So, all right, I'm gonna read one or two more. Then I'm getting out of here because they're getting ready to close up. Miami Appliance Repair. I went to a third-party call today. The problem was the control board went bad, but the part is no longer available. Do I do a refurbished one? It's a third-party warranty call. You call you tell the third-party warranty, they make their decision what they're going to do. You just tell them what part you need. If it's no longer available, then the third-party warranty, you have to replace it or do whatever. That's not your job. Turn that back into the third-party warranty company. They give them a new appliance, and you're done. All right. Once again, we're at the hour mark. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. We'll be back again here on Monday. Also, this weekend, I'm going to release the gas appliance. You see me in my uniform. I'm actually shooting some more videos, trying to get everything caught up to date. I'll be releasing the gas appliance this weekend. And once again, thank y'all for tuning in, and I'll see y'all on Monday.